Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris from LinkinsLegion.com, and today we're going to be going over COD games. We're going to be making my own little tier list for the Call of Duty games, and I didn't change any of these settings. These are all, these are all whatever the standard were when I loaded this template up. But we're going to be talking about each one in order as they appear down here on the bar, and I'll talk a little bit about them as we place them into their respective categories. Now, we're starting off with, was that Call of Duty 2? I obviously played Call of Duty 2 for the achievements, but it left, and I didn't play it like when it first came out. I was a little too young at the time, playing different games on different consoles, and I didn't leave much of an impression on me, so I'm just going to leave that at in the never played / too old / too new. We're going to ignore the too new because I played every Call of Duty except for one. So we're going to leave that in the too old category, to where it really, and Call of Duty 3 and Call of Duty 1, all those stay in, you know what, no, I'm going to put Call of Duty 3 to D. Okay, Call of Duty 3 goes in D. So we're going to get the first three out of the way because who really cares about those? Here's the first one, which is controversial for me because I didn't care that much for Call of Duty 4. I wasn't around when it first came. Well, of course I was around, but I wasn't playing Call of Duty when it first came out. My first introduction to Call of Duty, aside from like here and there touching the first three through a friend or whatever have you, was Call of Duty World at War. That was my introduction to the series, and then after playing Modern Warfare 2, I went back to Modern Warfare, I believe is the order how it went. I usually play things out of order or see movies out of order. It's a bad habit, and I don't really mean to, honestly. But Call of Duty 4, for me, is still a legacy of a game, and is still obviously the foothold to modern shooters at the time, and now it has a lot of influence on the way Call of Duty is built and designed today. So we're going to put that in the B category. Now, S is going to be obviously legendary, top tier, favorite games. A is going to be still fantastic games, but just a step below. B is going to be great games. C is going to be good Call of Duty. D is whatever, and then obviously never played it, and then absolute hot garbage. So we're going to go in here to Advanced Warfare, and this is a difficult one. I want to throw it in the garbage. I want to put it right in the trash. But I can't get around the fact of that the campaign was semi-decent, and that the multiplayer held me for at least one prestige, and then it fell off hardcore. So I'm going to put that in the same vein as 3 at D. Not a good game. Now we go over here to Call of Duty Black Ops 1. This was a staple for me. This is where I started trying to get into making montages. This is where I got into a lot of like Call of Duty machinima days of like watching channels. There's a lot of channels I watched to play Call of Duty, and it was one of the first CODs that I really started to actually try hard to do well in the game and get gold, and like it was a game where I put a lot of time into. So I am gonna throw Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm gonna put it up. I'm stuck between A and B. All right, A, but I reserve the right to shuffle these when I get to the end. Black Ops 2, C. I didn't really care much for Black Ops 2. I think I got to 6th prestige in Black Ops 2, but I think I was only playing it at the time because my friends were playing it, and there was really not much else at the time that I wanted to play multiplayer-wise, so I didn't care much for it, honestly. Obviously, it has a lot of good guns, has a lot of good maps. Out of all the Call of Duty games, I have zero urge to play Black Ops 2 again, whereas I still kind of want to play these every now and again. And I still own them, so I don't even own Black Ops 2 anymore. Black Ops 3. This one goes up here at an A. And I know this one I'm disregarding the campaign entirely and only semi-considering the zombies, mostly for the multiplayer. This was the first Call of Duty where I really, really went all out on completing stuff. For an example, this is the first and only Call of Duty where I completed the Dark Matter challenges for all the base guns in the game. I got Dark Matter in Black Ops 3. That says a lot, and I made a few montages in it, and I was always up to date with the DLCs and updates, and I was constantly playing it, man. I really enjoyed Black Ops 3. It had its issues, obviously. Multiplayer isn't the best, but I think it was as close to Titanfall Call of Duty as we would ever really hope to get. And I don't know, I just generally really enjoy Black Ops 3, and I would still go back and play it now. Black Ops 4. Fucking hot garbage. I don't really want to say that much on it, but there was no campaign, obviously. The Blackout was a steaming pile. I have a separate video talking about a little bit about Blackout and the things I didn't like about it, but it's just like that I had no fun playing that game. I had no fun. The multiplayer, terrible. Blackout was okay for like the first 6 hours, and then it just got really, really bad. and there was just a lot wrong with it, a lot of missteps, a lot of stuff that just it felt like it just felt like monotony incarnate. Call of Duty Ghosts. This is gonna annoy a lot of people because I'm putting Call of Duty Ghosts up here in B. I really enjoyed Ghosts. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Do you know what? Fuck you. I'm not sorry. I made a lot of montages in Ghosts. The USR is one of my favorite snipers in Call of Duty. The maps for Call of Duty Ghosts weren't half bad. There were a lot of really shitty ones, obviously, but disregarding campaign, who cares? I'm talking about multiplayer 90% of this. But I also do want to give a caveat that I really, really enjoyed the aliens. I enjoyed what the hell is the name of the mode? And I for the life of me right now, I can't think of what it's called. If I'm editing this and I remember, I'm going to put it up on screen. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it more than zombies for a period of time. And honestly, I really liked the guns in this game. The guns felt good. They had some decent ideas when it came to map changes, how they had some destructible kind of events, you know. And I don't know, man. Like it's like a 5 out of 10. But the 50% that I did enjoy the game, I really enjoyed playing. I don't know what else to say, man. It was just I liked Call of Duty Ghosts. I shouldn't have to justify that. I liked Call of Duty Ghosts. Infinite Warfare, I never played it. That was the one Call of Duty I just full on skipped. Okay, that's a semi-lie. I played it, but I played it as the multiplayer, like, free weekend play kind of thing. I did a couple of videos on it in my old channel when I had, like, my free 2 or 3 days to play, but I never purchased the game. Modern Warfare 2, S tier. Don't even have to say anything else. If you guys disagree, well, you are stupid. Modern Warfare 3. This is it's just below, man. That's going in A. I loved Modern Warfare 3. It was fantastic, and there was a lot. I almost want to put it in an S. I'm almost like bumping everything down one category because Modern Warfare 3 I hold above Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 1 in like just a little bit, but not enough to like make a new tier. I'm gonna keep it there for now, and I might shuffle by the end. Who knows? All right, Modern Warfare, current Call of Duty. This is a difficult one because I really enjoy the multiplayer, but there's a lot wrong with the game in general. And the fundamental game, there's a lot wrong with it. All the constant stealth changes, all the nerfs, all the buffs. The 7.25 and the M4 are some of the most overpowered guns in Call of Duty history, and that's saying something compared to the MP40 and the UMP. So that's difficult. I'm gonna put it in A for now, and I might come back to it. I might shuffle. Call of Duty World at War. That's going in S tier, man. Call of Duty World at War, the perfect amount of grit, a campaign that is endlessly replayable, zombies that is survival with only a hint at Easter eggs, which is what I want. I want survival zombies. I don't want all this convoluted, like 17-hour, like Destiny raid zombies maps. I'm sorry, but that's fucking annoying. I just like the survival aspect of zombies. That's the point of it. Astounding map design, a healthy balance of weapons, amazing voice acting. And even now, today, the graphics still really hold up, and nothing gets. Dude, I'm honestly gonna go I'm gonna go stream some World at War. If I can get into some games on the Xbox One backwards compatible, I'm absolutely gonna play World at War. The DLC maps were fantastic. I wish they had more guns in the game, but just like the setting, the campaign missions has some of the most memorable missions of all time. World at War is legendary. Okay, love this game. And now its predecessor, World War II. This is probably going to annoy people as well, but I enjoyed World War II. Like, the campaign, shitty. Zombies, shitty, okay? But the multiplayer, it had a healthy balance of guns, healthy balance of updates for the guns. Yeah, of course, the little boot camp area that you'd go to, like the Destiny lobby was shitty, and the commendations were shitty, and having all the supply drops were invasive and disgusting. And I agree, I'm not defending any of that. But the gunplay itself was fun, the maps were decent, the modes were cool, War was fun for a good period of time. I really enjoyed War, and I just enjoyed the quickscoping in that game, the sniping in general. The game felt fun. I don't know, I played that game quite a bit. Now, I kind of want to pull up, I can't show you the hours for all my games played, obviously, because a lot of these are on the 360 and they didn't have time tracked, but from what I remember, Modern Warfare 2, I had like 31 days in the multiplayer. Modern Warfare 3, I had about 17 days in the multiplayer. I can't tell you for World at War, I think I was like 5th or 6th Prestige back in the day, but it was way harder to level up in World at War. It was insane. It took forever to Prestige in World at War, which is why I still don't have the achievement for 10th Prestige. It's my only achievement I don't have. I got everything else legitimately. So looking at my list now, is there anything I want to change around? These two are definitely staying up here in the S tier. Nothing's going to defeat that. Those are gold star, 10 out of 10 Call of Duty games. Now down here for the A, am I really putting these all in the same category? I think so. I think A is safe. I think A is good. I would want to go back. I mean, I'm currently playing Modern Warfare, of course, but like I would want to go back and play any of these three equally. I almost want to drop down COD 4 into a C category because I would go back and play these two before I would go back and play these. And definitely before I went back and played these. Like, I don't know, because defending Ghosts in World War II in the B category above 4 and Black Ops 2, which are arguably the community's favorite, prodigy Call of Duty games. I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, and I don't care. Come at me. Call of Duty Ghosts, like I said, had some very unique and fun weapons. At least the weapons felt unique to me. The sniping was... It was one of the, I think it was one of the first Call of Duty games that had a double rendering scope, which made sniping feel unique in that game and also just much more satisfying. There were so many times, dude, where I would bust out random 360s and be able to hit them because just the way that the gameplay flowed, the way the maps flowed. I mean, come on, Call of Duty Ghosts had Dome, it came back, and it had the stadium type map with the hot dog stand. Call of Duty Ghosts had some good maps, man. It had some shitty maps too, I know, but like, I can't help it, man. I have a soft spot for Ghosts. I have a soft spot. And World War II, I played a lot of it when it came out, man. I was really into it. The war mode was fun, like I said, and the maps, and the maps were honestly kind of shitty, but like, Gustav Cannon, dude. Come on, Gustav Cannon. Plenty of snipers, plenty of assault rifles, plenty of SMGs, all of them feeling at least somewhat unique. A lot of customization, a lot of different blueprints and variants, and a lot of really cool stuff like that. I enjoyed it. Whereas, Black Ops 2, I don't have any solid memories of Black Ops 2. I don't have anything in my head that's like, oh, I remember back then when I did this. Like, Black Ops 2 has almost no bearing on my memory whatsoever. I played that game for 6 prestiges, and I don't remember a fucking minute of it. So that says something. I remember playing it with my brother Henry, who liked it way more than me. That's the only memory I have of Black Ops 2. And Call of Duty 4, I just missed it. I wasn't around when Call of Duty 4 was in the big hype train, and like I said, then I started playing at World at War. So Call of Duty 4 I had to go back to. I only prestiged it once on the original on 360, and I think I prestiged on it once on the remaster, and I didn't even play the remaster that much when it came out because it was bundled with Infinite Warfare that I refused to buy. So I just missed all the opportunities for Call of Duty 4 and to get caught up in the moment of the game. Call of Duty 3 and Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare was just a steaming dump pile of shit. I was actually super hyped for the futuristic stuff, thinking about Titanfall, and it just fell so hard flat for me. There's nothing worse than seeing a guy and having go, and you're like, where the fuck did... It's awful, dude. It was terrible. And Call of Duty 3, just legacy factor of it, and then everything else, too old, never played, and then got hot garbage. Probably my least favorite Call of Duty of all time is Black Ops 4. So guys, that is it for my tier list. If you agree or disagree with anything, feel free to criticize healthily. Don't be a douchebag. I'll remove your comments if you're too aggressive and mean. We got to get a healthy, clean comment section down there. Criticism, constructive criticism. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe, like, share with a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.